Hey everyone, welcome to my Florida butterfly garden. I've got a lot to share with you today, including some most spectacular butterflies and one we're about to go release right now. So let's go. Look at this spectacular butterfly. And she is ready to go. So I'm going to go release her. Obviously, it's going to take two hands. She's large and gorgeous. I think he landed on the snow square stem. Look at her. Leave her alone, little bee. Look at her just hanging there in the sun. I'm going to try and sneak around and get behind her. So the bees want the snow square stem so that you can see her from the other side. Hopefully she'll stay there if the bees will let her be. Nope, she just flew off. Oh, look, there's a little hummingbird moth. So she just flew off. I'm going to go and see if she's down at the other end of the garden. But I just saw this little one here. Oh my gosh, I love them. I want to raise more moths. I have the hardest time finding the caterpillars because moths will host on a myriad of things. And so they could be anywhere, the caterpillars, where like butterflies, like I knew, look on my wild lime for giant swallowtail caterpillars. Look on the milkweed for monarch caterpillars. I mean, they're much more host plant specific. Oh my gosh, I love this little one. What a wonder. Oh my goodness, there's a little skipper over here. There's a lot of butterflies out today. Mid-October in Florida. It's like spring here. And even better because there's so many Florida native wildflowers blooming. Look at the narrowleaf sunflowers. So right here beside me on the snow square stem, there's some little skippers in there. They're so cute. I'm not sure what type they are. We'll just be satisfied knowing that they are skippers. There's like 5 of them literally right here. Here comes a little zebra longwing. Okay, let's go see. That's little Miss Ray in there barking. Let's go see if we can find my little friend that I just released. And you know what I'm noticing with these too? Look, I'm starting to lose them. They only last 2 or 3 weeks and then we'll be back to just green, except the, Georgia, Elliot's asters are going to be coming in behind them, and the snow square stems should stay blooming longer. And you can hear there's a lot more birds in my garden. The migratory birds are showing up. And so I'm having a lot more birds to listen to, which I love. This little golf fritillaria and my zinnias. Oh my gosh, there's just so many little butterflies out today that I do not see my spectacular Darkmoor female eastern tiger swallowtail anywhere. My pipe vine is growing in like a champ, and I took some of the little pipe vine seedlings I grew from not the tomentosa pipevine, but from the unknown one that actually like to grow for me. And I just stuck them in these planters right here where I have my pipevine. This planter, the pipevine, is not growing as well. And you can see there's a little joyful butterfly tag in there. These, I believe, are the tomentosas. And you can see how they're growing. So I put some of my friends' type of pipevine. They all germinated, all those seeds in the little pots. I just put the whole thing in there. They can fight it out. Because this over here is my friend's pipevine that I planted a while ago. And I'm just going to go with that because this little tomentosa does not grow fast enough to support the Polydamas swallowtails that want to live in my garden. And it is what it is. I mean, look at this. Compared to that. Also, over here, oh, there's some babies. Not only that, I want to show you this one stem. See this one stem that's sticking up? Like, there's a bunch of eggs on it. Wait till you see. Each cluster was laid by a different butterfly. I mean, it could be all the same butterflies, but in one egg laying session. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you imagine how many caterpillars this is going to be? If only I had enough pipevine to support raising all of those. So there's another cluster there. And look what I'm seeing right here. Let me show you something. So as we come down the stem, there's a leaf right there, right? Look who's inside of there. Do you see? That is going to try and eat my baby caterpillars. So we're just going to pinch that off and we're just going to relocate you. You can just go live in there. Yes. And then also as we come further down the stem, there's another set of eggs. And I already have some babies inside, which I'm going to take you in and show you. But there were babies out here. There were a lot. And you can see, look at all the munching. And they had all, like I came out looking for them again. Look, there's an army worm. See him? I came out looking again and I couldn't find them. But I did have another set over on this side. So I do know that nature does, like these guys do need to provide some nutrition for things in nature. They serve a purpose besides becoming butterflies. I do have that knowledge. I don't want to know about it. Like I want to know it goes on, but I don't want to see evidence of it. Like my caterpillars disappearing. And look at how many there are right there. And imagine when all these ones, there's going to be so many. They're going to eat up my pipevine, which that's what it's here for. It's here for them. So my plan is to grow tons of this. I still have a bunch more seeds and have it in pots everywhere. And that way I can raise a lot more of these caterpillars because you know I absolutely love them. I have my 2 covered enclosures now. All of that tropical milkweed is gone. I have 2 plants left. They're just sitting right there, but they're little. They're not doing anything. And the rest of them just completely died back. And what I have been doing is reusing the soil because those were planted in some great soil. And I've been reusing the soil and taking the dead stems and putting them in the compost. And so all down here is all pipevine plants, but a lot of it is the tomentosa, which is fine, but I want to get a lot more of that non-native. I don't know what it is. Now there's other native pipe vines. I mean, I don't know. It could be a native, but I don't think it is. But I do not think it's invasive either, because my friend, it's not like all over her yard. It stays in that one space, and every once in a while she'll find one coming up somewhere else, and she'll just pluck it out if she doesn't want it there. So I have all this pipe vine growing, and it looks like a lot, but it's not really, because those caterpillars, they can eat through a lot of pipe vine, which is why I am not taking all those caterpillar eggs in. Look how pretty that is. That's one of my liatris and the things that are tall garden. And there's a Gulf fritillary enjoying nectar from it. I actually really like this liatris. I don't know which type it is, but it's taller and the flowers seem larger. I just wish it bloomed more than one season. I know some of you are going to want to smack me for saying this, but it'd be cool if we could figure out a way to hybridize some of these beautiful Florida native plants to make them bloom more often. Oh my goodness, just because I mean, look at that. How gorgeous. So I'm heading back up to the garden room to take you in and see the caterpillars that are residing in there. And gosh, y'all, I have some changes I think I want to make always with the lepidarium, because I've had some issues with NPV, which is a virus they can get, and it's really sad and it's really contagious. And what has happened is that, being that they're all in the lepidarium together, it's really easy to spread from one species to another. One goes up in the treehouse. Look at these cute little cluster of zinnias. They're just all thrown in this pot right back here. I just threw a bunch of seeds in and set it out here, and I was going to put it out in the garden, but I really love it out here. I just come out my garden room door and they're mixed in with this porterweed. This porterweed's in the ground here with privet senna. And I just think it's so pretty that I don't want to move it. I love coming out and just seeing those happy little colors there. And sometimes there's butterflies on them. So that's staying right there. Okay, so here we are in the garden room, and here's what I'm thinking. There's my huge lepidarium, and then on the end I have the new enclosure for the zebra longwings and Gulf fritillaries that I showed you in the last video. And what I am thinking about is taking this out, and I already have a plan for that. And putting in a row of the individuals, like one after another, and then I could put one species in each one, because then if something went wrong in there and there was an illness, it'd be very easy to take this one enclosure out, take out the caterpillars. There might be some chrysalides up top, but I could avoid those and just bleach clean the whole thing to kill, you know, anything that's happening. Whereas this one, that's a challenge. And I do wipe down sections, but this is like my second go round I've had in here with Black Death. And what is Black Death is what MPV is referred to as. It's horrible. You can look that up and see what happens. I don't find that the giants get it, but oh my gosh, Eastern Black Swallowtails will get it. I had a sulfur caterpillar get it. The Gulf fritillaries are susceptible to it. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking. What do y'all think? But I have a great idea for this. And you know, the other thing I think is I do not like that big plastic wall on the back. I've talked about this many times because the butterflies cannot fly up it. And they'll just be struggling, trying to get up. Whereas this one is the screen all the way around. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now let's go see some adorable caterpillars. Okay, up first are Polydamas swallowtail caterpillars. And look at all the chrysalides I have. Now, some of them are empty, but and there's some over in the big lepidarium too. So I think some of these guys might be overwintering, which is why I really, really want to bring in a lot of these ones so that I'll have a lot that overwinter with me to release in the spring. So I don't know, I'll see. I have to judge very well. I don't want to not have enough pipevine to feed them. So here's one little group. And then here are the rest of them. So they're still on their stem cutting branch. Actually, these ones aren't. These ones are. I just stuck the floral tube in the pot and they can just climb onto this potted pipevine whenever they're ready. Oh, look, look how many there are. There's another one there. There's another little one right there. So I do have a lot in here, which is fabulous. And I feel confident that I have plenty of pipevine for this group, but all the ones out in the garden, oh my. And I also have another pipevine out in the garden that's got really big leaves on it. So I can bring some cuttings of that in to feed them too. And then right here on Privet Senna cuttings, I have 3 orange barred sulfur caterpillars. The other 2 are on the same stem. They're getting pretty big, so I expect to see them going off and pupate fairly soon. And then in the middle here on wild lime cuttings, I have giant swallowtail caterpillars, which I really want more of them. I think there's 4 of them. Yeah, here's another one here. But I'm thrilled to have them because remember, I had been taking in those eggs. Oh yeah, here's the other one down here. I have been taking in the eggs and they were not viable. So I am thrilled to have these 4 guys. But I do want to keep searching my garden. Hopefully find more. And then right beside them are 2 pupated Atala caterpillars that are in their chrysalis. And then there's one more right here The little straggler should be joining them soon. And their host plant is Kunti. And then here are, I have 3 floral tubes of rue and a lot of little eastern black swallowtail caterpillars. And these are the guys that have been having the MPV. Oh, I hope these ones are all okay. But it's just so hard to know that you have done everything enough to kill the virus, because, I mean, virus is microscopic. It could be anywhere, which is why I think I'll feel better having one cage for each species, enclosure. They're not really cages. And that's all who I have in here. And then, of course, I have some little friends over on my work table right here. These are my Gulf fritillaries and zebra longwings. They're so cute. And you know what? I'm really enjoying raising more zebra longwings, especially when they're right here. And look at that one, has this white face cap. That one recently molted. I love seeing them right after they molt and how fresh they look. And having them right here on my work table with me is kind of fun because I get to observe them. And I feel like they have more open air space out here and nothing is really bothering them. So what I do is when they seem really big, like this one right here, then I'll move them into the enclosure where they can pupate. And until then, they're just kind of hanging out here with me. And I really, really love it. Okay, guys, I was out getting some Passiflora incense for my zebra longwings and Gulf fritillaries, and I found this guy on Passiflora incense leaf. So I brought him in, and seems to be a leaf roller. You can see it's attaching its webbing back and forth to pull the leaf closed and make a little tent. I'm gonna go see if I can identify who this is, and I'll be back. He's kind of interesting how translucent his body is. He's doing a good job closing himself into. He's like, I don't want to be on camera. Yeah, and wasn't I just saying I'd love to raise more moths? Well, that little caterpillar is some species of crambid snout moth. So I'm gonna leave it in there on my work table and keep an eye on it, see what it does. And we're gonna wrap up this video right here, right now. There is a Polydamas swallowtail over there flying all around my pipe vine. So I have a feeling we're getting even more eggs. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me in my garden and seeing the updates and the butterflies and caterpillars and just all the things butterfly gardening in Florida. I love it. I love sharing it with you. And please tap the like button. If you're new here, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. And I would also love for every single one of you to post a comment, even if it's just an emoji. Every comment counts. So comment or just say hi. Type HI. I'll say hi back. Okay. Bye, everyone. Okay, so we're not done yet. I got some close-up footage of those skippers that are on the snow square stem. And they are Ocala skippers. And What's weird is their host plant is sugarcane and rice, and then this type of grass that's category 1 invasive in Florida, which I don't have. So I'm just like wondering where they're coming from because there's so many of them. I'm thinking, do I have their host plant? I don't think I have sugarcane or rice growing in my garden, but it's curious for sure.